What is up, everybody? This is RybackStun. We are here with another Cosmic Terminal video. This time, instead of a whole bunch of different videos for each terminal, we're going to do one video showcasing all of the terminal boss fights. All of the bounties already pre-cleared before the footage is shown, so you'll see me beat up the boss, and then you will see me collect some of the loot. Loot on the ground, you'll see a couple different things. And then it'll switch over to the next boss. We're doing this with Spider-Man today, the superior Spider-Man, if you will. And before we go into the actual boss fights themselves, I'm going to show you a couple quick things before we go. Right now, my build is a little erratic because it was made right as the changes to PowerPoints was done, so Amazing Smash isn't full, even though it's supposed to be maxed, because I got messed with in terms of point allocations. But we've got maxed out Spider Brawl, Spider to the Fly, supposed to be maxed Amazing Smash, maxed Bitey Pummel, maxed Constrictive Webbing, Leaping Assault, Superior Agility, and Spider Sense with 1 point in Web Sling, Agile Attack, Web Shield, and Web Spray. If I were to do this properly and get the whole build set up, I'd take 1 point from Spider Sense and place it into Amazing Smash. It's not that big of a deal, which is why I haven't retconned it, but if for some reason they change Spider-Man stuff, or they grant everybody a retcon, or they give a free retcon weekend, whatever it is they choose to do, then boom, I'll put that point there. In terms of gear, you can see we've got Blessed Pim, Pim Shrink, Advanced Kung Fu, White Suit Jacket, and Crimson Crystal. Got a Tombstone Medallion. I want to try to get a Cosmic version of this, but it's incredibly difficult because there's only one place you can get the Cosmic at level 60, because otherwise a bunch of the individuals will be like, oh, you don't have a level 60 medallion, so I'm a slave to popular opinion in this game. 51 Relics of Lemuria. I don't need a full, 1,000 stack of them. 50 health per hit is more than enough for me. Lady of the Sword on a physical Uru. We've got a full Gungnir. We've got a Cosmic Ring here with Brute Strike rating, and damage health, and then damage to melee powers. All of the normal, regular, uniques here. I do have physical attack damage rating on the slot 1 and slot 5, and then health on the slot 2 and defense on the slot 3 and 4. If I ever get better versions of these, they will also switch into health. And then I have health stacked on my costume with durability and 25% regen on medkit, and then my insignia is Captain America insignia with area and melee. I don't think I have anything set up for Omega System. No, I have not. But in terms of synergies, I've got Black Panther, Cable, Colossus, Daredevil, Loki, Luke Cage, Nightcrawler, Spider-Man, Squirrel Girl, and Taskmaster. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this as it happens. It's just going to be boom, fight after fight after fight with the chests unlocked at the end, and then after the curse fight, I'll do a recap of the things that I experienced, as well as my observations based upon what I had done throughout all of the things, and basically clearing each Cosmic Terminal. So, we'll see you at the end of this.
You can still run away! Take that! Escape is possible. Ow!
You should not have crossed paths with me.
Another masterful strike!
Another perfect hit.
I won't be defeated by the likes of you!
Almost done here.
I won't be defeated by the likes of you! No! Not when I'm so close!
What a waste of a fiendish plan. I miss the days of wanton destruction. Are you finished?
Victory shall be mine! I have disgraced the Hive. Escape is an option.
I guess I've learned my lesson.
I've been looking forward to this. Escape is an option. These guns aren't just for show.
Adapting to neutralize target.
It's not stealing if I'm a superhero. under my protection now, Kingpin. Take that!
Your fate is sealed.
Why don't you stick around?
And now, I crush you.
This is gonna hurt.
And now you will fall.
And now, I crush you.
Like I planned.
And now you will fall. We all must fall. Eventually.
This defeat was inevitable. Perhaps I'll take this back to the lab. You will now meet an unstoppable genius! Another perfect hit!
All variables have been accounted for.
Cretin!
This does not compute.
You know what invulnerable means?
Superpower threat detected.
Even this body has limits. Take that!
But I'm unstoppable.
You call yourself a supervillain?
Your attempts to escape are futile. would die for my cause. Would you? Stand aside.
Take that!
But I'm the master of magnetism.
Another masterful strike! I do enjoy victory. It's not stealing if I'm a superhero. Like I planned. Even this spot has limits. Take that! You cannot win.
Behold my creations. Behold my creations. Behold my creations. Behold my creations.
Why don't you stick around? This was never in doubt. If I were a villain, they'd call this looting.
Prototype tested. My superiors won't be pleased.
Victory shall be mine! Are you finished? Take that!
Trust
Like I planned. Is that remorse I feel? No chance.
Capitalist warmonger. Intruder alert!
This cannot be. What a waste of a fiendish plan. Perhaps I'll take this back to the light. The greatest heroes are always darkness. Another perfect hit. Perfectly calculated.
We are Liberia's finest.
Take that.
demise.
That was quite enjoyable.
Swarm the...
Another masterful strike. This was never in doubt. Why don't you stick around? Like I planned. Perfectly calculated.
Combat threat detected.
Cretin. Perfectly
never defeat Doom.
Another masterful stroke! Get out of my way!
Doom shall return.
This will be useful later.
No one stands against gods. No one stands against gods.
I won't be defeated by the likes of you. Now you face our sorcery.
Die, pitiful warrior.
Retreat to Svartalheim!
No one stands against gods.
Now who's amazing? Try planning your attack next time.
You should not have crossed paths with me.
Alright then, we are finished. That's all 12 terminals, all 12 bosses. A couple of things about that in just basically the last two terminals. Dr. Doom, 8 minutes long. Dr. Doom is the most tedious boss in the game in terms of his Phase 2 has way too much health, and his Phase 3 just does way too much shit. I mean, you have Power Cosmic on top of the 4 Power Cosmic circles it's got, so it's got 8 of them spinning around at once, and Phase 2 ends up doing the same thing. But you can usually steer clear of the big 4 red circles that he summons in the back end by bringing him closer towards the front end, or just run around and dodge it anyway. It doesn't matter. The point being is that boss fight is way tedious. Curse took longer than he normally should have because I didn't get enough mobs in the actual regular stuff, things that he doesn't summon, to be able to get the boss chest. So I had to wait, the bounty chest, excuse me. So I had to wait for him to spawn a bunch of things. You'll notice I'm just kind of dancing around him as I'm waiting for that last group to get spawned before I get the bounty chest, and then I was able to lay the smackdown on him pretty hard. But in terms of my experiences with Spider-Man, I love Spider-Man as a character. He's awesome, he's survivable, and all this other stuff. But he suffers from what everybody else suffers from in that I think ranged damage is unmitigatable. And the reason why I've come to that conclusion is that Spider-Man can basically survive endlessly in fights with melee characters, even melee bosses, stuff like Doc Ock and Curse. I can pretty much survive with the exception of Curse's big "I'm gonna kill you" thing that has the big red dash across the screen. In terms of range tunes, I died once in Juggernaut Terminal getting my bounty, once in Dr. Doom Terminal trying to get my bounty, almost died in Curse Terminal trying to get my bounty, and I died in AIM, and I believe I died in one of the earlier ones. It wasn't Hood. I think it wasn't Taskmaster, because that one's easy. There's another one where it's just a bunch of range damage flowing at you in every direction in one shot. I think it was Shocker Terminal, actually, which made me sad because it was stupid to die in Shocker Terminal. But me dying in these terminals like that isn't necessarily a reflection on my play skill. It's a reflection on the fact that there's, 25 white trash mobs that are shooting me with range damage, and if you look, it's not because I have low energy defense. I'm supposed to be mitigating 48% energy damage and 44% physical damage, but it either the damage is so high that half of it can still annihilate me in less than 3 seconds, or defense is not working on ranged damage. So I constantly complain about range damage being overpowered, and I don't normally use OP because nothing really is overpowered. Things are just unbalanced. I believe this is both. I believe it is overpowered and it's definitely unbalanced. And I'd like to try to make another separate side video on that. But I had fun playing Spider-Man. You'll notice that's not the right thing. I got a bunch of 60s here that I'm gonna try to go through and see if I can do some cosmic runs with each of them, and we'll see where we go from there. In terms of heroes coming out, whenever Nova comes out, I'll be picking him up and using him. If Magneto's good on Test Center, I'll probably use him. Maybe Star-Lord, although I'll probably end up paying Splinters for him instead of cash. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this Cosmic Terminal run. It was a little bit longer than I expected, just specifically because of what I had to do with Doom and Curse. Those two alone is like almost 12 minutes worth of stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed my gameplay in terms of playing Spider-Man against Cosmic Terminals. More videos come along. Remember to like and comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Tumblr at RybackStun. Again, more videos as they come along, and this is RybackStun, signing out.